ready to get us started. The Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jordan Brooks. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott under pressure, and they got to him again. Tanner Muse in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 88 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Seahawks nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From way up at the 23. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down.
Quick throw, and that's Eskridge on the slant. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Throwing again here, Wilson.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but, well, the thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Play action now, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. As Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The big fella. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Pollard now a 1st down and more.
And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Yeah, the Cowboys are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Prescott now. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Tanner Muse able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. These two teams all tied after one. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Prescott from the gun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation.
And the Seahawksons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. He'll find Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Seahawks 14, Cowboys 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Prescott off play action. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown. Amari Cooper, 67 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot, letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Being chased out left. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. Touchdown, Seahawks. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14.
Cowboys 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Carson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Third and long, it's Wilson. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. But really not Not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
He lets it fly from Lockett. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
We got it all day up in here. We got all day.
The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll throw again. Prescott. That's Gallup on the slant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now Wilson on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down. Prescott to throw it. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the 3 true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the 2 true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a 3rd interception.
And it pains you to think that you have to try and tell him to rein it in. But at the same time, you can't just chuck it up there and hope for the best. And old school football coaches will tell you there's 3 true outcomes throwing the ball, and 2 of them are bad.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Prescott on first down. That's caught once again by Gallup. And he's taken down inside the 30. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And again, it's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Zerline now for the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Lockett the return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Here's Wilson to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tanner Muse getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. To try again after the sack. Prescott. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return will stop right around the 25. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Gerald Everett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pollard to return from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second. Under pressure, they got him again. Bobby Wagner picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 24, 54, 54. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 97 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escapes the sack. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
To throw is Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
26, Mike.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott dancing to his left. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Quick throw, and that's Eskridge on the slant. Touchdown! Dwayne Eskridge. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
26, Mike. Check back. 26.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Pollard to return from the end zone.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Check pass. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Here we go, D. Here I go. We're going to 53. Watch the safety creep.
1st down, Prescott. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Check tight. Here we go, 46. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. I'm here all day.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
26, Mike. 26. 47. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. 26.
Now Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Kill. Here I 27. Come again. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Right here. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Throwing, Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
We go. 47. Shift.
Prescott to throw it. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
After the sack on 1st down, Prescott, touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They can now enjoy the final stages of this one. A very convincing win. I don't know what was said in the locker room, but whatever it was, it worked pretty well.
It certainly did, and it's probably a capper to everything that was said during the week because they go over every eventuality. I mean, you know how coaches are. They want to cover every minute detail all the way up to how much time does it take to walk from the locker room to the field, you name it. And when it all comes together, and results in a victory.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.